Hi folks, I'm here with my good buddy Al John Go, product manager for Epiphone, correct?
Yes, sir.
We're here at NAMM 2020, and he's been gracious enough with his time to give us a little bit of a run through of the new Epiphones, which I've had an early look at a few days ago, and they are amazing. And I know my audience is very interested in getting more information on these guitars for sure.
You got it, man. So here at Gibson, NAMM 2020, so last year was the rebirth of Gibson, and we were so pleased and happy to be back. You know, our family's back together, the band's back together, and Gibson had an amazing year thanks to your help. And then this year, it's going to be a resurgence of Epiphone. Epiphone has been and is the bigger brother to Gibson.
Right.
Where we were founded in 1873 and Gibson founded in 1894. We've got a leg up on our younger brother.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Yeah. And what we're doing is we're kind of putting the flex on with our brand new positioning statement. Our brand new, our mantra is for every stage. So Epiphone, for every stage, for, you know, hanging out, playing guitar in your dorm room, to playing at the coffee shop, to playing at the local arena, or playing the grandest stages of them all. And we want to be part of that journey with our guitar player for every stage, whether you're an entry-level player just getting into the tribe, or whether you're a seasoned professional making music like Lizzie Hale or Joe Bonamassa. We want to be there. And so in doing that, we are mirroring what Gibson's doing with Gibson's original and modern collection with Epiphone, with our Epiphone originals and are inspired by Gibson in an original and modern collection.
Awesome.
It's simplified, it's super easy to wrap your head around the features and benefits of the guitar, and you know, we want to keep it simple but pure. You know, sometimes the best food, the best drink is always about the fresh ingredients,
right,
and simplicity in that, and it tastes so good. And we want to have the best quality products, the best quality guitars with the best possible woods, the best possible kind of components at the most accessible price points. You know, our CEO JC says Gibson and our guitar companies, Epiphone, Kramer, Steinberger, want to be the most well-loved, most played, and the most relevant guitars on the face of the earth. And we're on our mission to do that with these collections.
Awesome.
Let's take a look.
Sure.
So, for example, our modern Les Paul, or Les Paul Modern, has everything you'd want as a modern player, right? Check this out. More than just a headstock, okay? Yeah. You've got the modern neck heel, so you can really hit those upper frets with ease. You also have Pro Bucker pickups. These are Epiphone's clones of our Burst Buckers, right? So you get these nice vintage tones, but they're 4 conductors, splittable. You also have a phase switch. That's a modern feature. Locking hardware, Epiphone lock tone hardware, ebony fretboard. You've got our Graphtec nut, our brand new, kind of new, it's actually the headstock we've used on our Wildcats for a while. This is our Kalamazoo headstock. It's got Epiphone written in the Gibson font because it's inspired by Gibson, plus locking tuners, weight relieved. So it's a lighter but powerful Les Paul that people have grown to love over the years, just with some of these new features. Also, it's got an asymmetrical neck, like our Gibson counterpart.
Do we have a price on that one, Al John?
They are available now, and I believe it's around $6.99. So, you know, I have so many guitars I sometimes forget about the pricing. Absolutely. All right, but having said that, that's the modern collection. Here, we've got our Les Paul Standard 50s, just to compare and contrast. This is non-weight relief, no weight relief. It's got the 50s style dial pointers and knobs. You've got here the Pro Bucker pickups, non-weight relief, and like I said, it's got the standard heel. All the necks for our guitars are hand rolled, so it's got that nice comfortable roll and era appropriate. So you've got just a little bit more thickness here in the cheek than a 60s slim taper, which is narrower. We also redesigned our tuners from the ground up to closely match what our custom shop is doing in the clear keys. Graphtec nut on there for performance, but also, once again, Epiphone, inspired by Gibson font on the logo.
Very nice.
Here you go.
Would you say that's a 59 type of neck
Yeah.
Profile?
Yeah, it's very similar to a 50s. It's kind of like in between a 57 and a 59.
Okay.
You know, because it's a 50s era.
Right.
Now this right here, this is a limited edition 1959 Les Paul Standard, that outfit, because it comes with a case, a tan and pink case, like our custom shops. It's similar to that, but this one right here, we're doing in conjunction with custom shops. So you'll see a little graphic here that'll say in conjunction with custom shops. So never before has our teams been so synergistic in our approach to building guitars. And I love working with Matt Kaler and the custom shop team to put together what we believe is the quintessential Les Paul Standard that Epiphone can make. This is an exact 59 neck profile, rounded by hand, rounded neck profile. The plastics are not beveled. This is like a 59. We've got like a 59 jack plate. We've got our American USA, Gibson USA burst bucker 2 and 3. We got really close to the type of plastic color that they're using for the custom shop in terms of the knob.
Right.
Crescent bushing tuners with those custom shop keys. This is a vintage age gloss finish. And in the back, you've got the badge, limited edition since 1873. It comes with a certificate of authenticity in that tan and pink hard shell case, limited edition. And this is that vintage dark burst. And we have a cherry, aged cherry dark burst as well. And these are going to be coming out, soon. The rest of these guitars are out now. Okay. So we talked about the 50s standard. Now the 60s standard. 60s appropriate neck profile, slim taper. You've got the reflector knobs. This is a bourbon burst color, no weight relief. And instead of the tuning keys being the keystones, they're the Grovers, right? Everything that you see, like take a look. So take a look here, okay, at these guitars. Now look across the way at Gibson. It really mirrors what Gibson's doing.
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty of it all. You go into a guitar store and you say, you know what? I may not have the cheddar to pick up the Gibson, but I want the next best thing. Don't go for a pretender to the throne. Go to the legitimate, authentic Epiphone.
Absolutely.
And get the guitar that you want with those really great profiles, man. The media and the dealers and the players that are coming through here really love these guitars because they feel great. Like I said, built from the ground up to really replicate that Gibson feel. Really dialing in those necks, which is super important. See here our Les Paul Special. And Brian, I don't know if you've picked this up, but that neck is badass.
Awesome.
Love it. And check out these tuning keys as well. We've got the vintage tuning keys, P90 Pro pickups. Another thing about this series that I neglected to mention is the fact we're using brand new Switchcraft, I'm sorry, not Switchcraft. We have Switchcraft jack, output jack and a pickup selector switch on the 59, which is also great because we go down the rabbit hole in that guitar, right? Because it's, once again, a replica of our custom shop, all right? But all of these standard issue core models will have CTS pots, which is brand new this year. So CTS pots in these guitars and vintage wiring for the pickups with a vintage braided wiring, which is cool. So if you look under the hood, man, wow, what a difference, right? Same goes for this. So a Les Paul Jr., gorgeous dark burst, tobacco burst, and that nice chunky neck of the 50s. We also have here the standards. This is great. The standard SGs. But look at this vibrola.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back.
Awesome.
To the last day of NAMM.
Awesome vibrola here.
It's my pleasure to introduce you to
But
our
once
first
again,
act,
and really quick, we'll
Andy
go over
Marcus
here.
and Soleros.
Check this out. We've got our designer guitars, and you're gonna love this. So,
much. My name is Andy Marcus. Thank you, Gibson.
excuse me, guys. Try to get through over here.
To have a little jam before you hear right now.
Our Explorers are back.
That's awesome.
So we got a Explorer 2 spec, very, very similar to Gibson. We also have our black Flying V with a 58 bevel, which is my favorite, and a 3D logo like Gibson's, but of course Epiphone. And we have a neck through Firebird. The 63 mini humbucking pickups that we use on the Treasure for Joe Bonamassa, we put in this guitar, okay, which is great. And instead of we did do Firebirds at Gibson with the mini machine head tuners, so there is a historic precedence for that. But I thought that would be best if we use these type of tuners because it allows the guitar to have better balance overall than the banjo tuners of the past. And I think, for our players, I think they want something that's really stable and very well balanced. So there you go. So that's the impetus between that.
This is pretty special here.
Okay, so here I forgot to mention, we've got the Uptown Cats as part of our original series. This is a really nice interpretation of a Wildcat that has been a staple of our life, but this is the Uptown Cat ES. We have a center spruce block, then we also have pressed back inside, it's like an ES, triple layered woods. But we have these really cool, kind of classic car finishes, all right? This one in particular is that topaz gold metallic with gold hardware. Take a look at that. It's really hard to see all the fleck, but it just reminds you of the classic cars of the 50s and 60s, right?
Absolutely.
We've got the classic Epiphone badge logo. You see that headstock? It's been here the entire time, folks. All right. This right here is an emerald green metallic, gold ebony fretboard, two-tone. Alright. This is what I lovingly call the Iron Man. This is a ruby red metallic because in the back it's gold. So Tony Stark would love this guitar. Robert Downey Jr., if you're watching, I'll send you one of these. Iron Man's my favorite superhero. So then we have here sapphire blue metallic. Check it out in the light. It's gorgeous, gorgeous guitar. It's still lightweight, but once again, the Uptown Cat ES is built like a true ES, as in like an ES335, right? Let's walk over here. Now over here, people have been raving about these guitars. This is also part of our modern collection. This is the Muse collection, and we took really hot metallic colors and put it into a form factor of an SG, which has kind of like a narrower nut, similar to like Vivian Campbell's, late 60s, 70s nut, Graphtec, lightweight 18:1 ratio tuners, right? So that it's better balanced for an SG. Mahogany body, mahogany neck, lock tone hardware, also coil splits here as well, phase switch. So everything you want in a modern guitar in an SG. And look at all these gorgeous colors. This one right here, it's radio blue metallic. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, very fine flake. This one right here is pearl white metallic. Almost looks like snow, like fresh snow. That's what we wanted to accomplish. Our factories, I'm so proud of what our men and women are doing at our factories overseas because they are literally on all cylinders, just executing. I mean, this is an amazing looking car. I remember when we unboxed these guitars for the first time, we were all floored by how gorgeous they turned out. This one is a purple passion metallic. This is a smoked almond, which is kind of like a light champagne gold. I mean, I would play these guitars any day of the week and twice on Sunday. They're just absolutely amazing. And then, this one right here is our Wonderlust green metallic, gold and green fleck. And yeah, I don't think the camera does it justice. You have to see it in person with these lights. This was its scarlet red metallic. I apologize if I'm kind of yelling into the mic because I have to compete with a band that's on stage right now. If I misspeak, it's only because I've been doing this for the past 3-4 days straight. Jet black metallic. I love this color, black. Almost
really impressive.
yeah. And if that wasn't enough, these 7 colors are available in the Les Paul version. All right, so take a look at these Les Pauls, right? So once again, here's something cool, right? So the Les Paul version, we know that, you know, a lot of the objections that people have to playing Les Pauls is because they're too darn heavy. What we've done is we've weight relieved the guitar, modern weight relief. We've also added a belly scarf,
Thank you so
which is
much.
a modern feature,
Right.
and
you so
it's
much.
also a thinner body, like our, you know, we did some custom lights. This is kind of along that same feature. It's so light but still robust, like a Les Paul. Once again, with a narrower nut, Graphtec nut, locking hardware, and of course our switching, right? So you've got the phase and the coil
Give a round
splits.
of applause to Mac. You know who
So,
he is. He's been putting so much
awesome.
effort here. Come on, man. We gotta give homage.
We also have our SG Classic with worn P90s, two-piece P90, or two-piece mahogany body with P90 Pros. Nice satin finish. SG standards. Also in the modern collection, we've got the SG Modern figure. Look at that.
That is really cool.
Transparent black fade. AAA maple top, coil splits. Locky Grover tuners. Also hand rolled necks like they are other original guitars. Then we have these Les Pauls. Here we've got the Les Paul Modern. All these finishes are the same as Gibson, right? Graphite black, sparkling burgundy, kind of very metallic, faded pelham blue. But I wanted to show you this. This is something Gibson doesn't have. These are the figure top Les Paul Modern figures. Caribbean blue fade. Oh, sorry about all the fingerprints. That's what happens when you have people actually experience the guitars. Now once again, you got that modern heel neck joint, weight relief, modern weight relief, asymmetrical neck, locking Grover tuners, split phase. This right here is the Cafe Latte fade. Thank you very much. Once again, our team's executed to such a high level. So this is an orange magma fade. Got a nice, really nice AAA top, very 3D. We also brought back the Les Paul Classic. Nice 1960s slim taper neck, exposed coil, pro buckers, split, phase, modern 9-hole weight relief on this as well. We have this in the honey version also, heritage cherry. And then we also have another worn satin guitar. This is the first time we ever tried doing a gold top that's really rusted looking. This is a warm metallic gold. It looks vintage, which is great. It's nice and satiny feel, very fast neck. 9-hole weight relief, also with that electronics package. You know? Actually, this one's got the coil splits. Black. This is right here the warm purple. Actually in the wrong place. The heritage cherry goes here. I might as well change these up around. It's the heritage cherry. We also have the studios. We have a new finish at Smokehouse Burst, just like Gibson's Smokehouse Burst. It's Tennessee after all. We have to name it after a barbecue or something. So that basically is the new line for electrics in a nutshell. Want to go see some acoustics?
Let's do that.
All right, so we're back in the acoustic land here at our Gibson Epiphone booth. And new for this year, we've got a reintroduction of our Masterbuilt series of guitars. Masterbuilt series guitars have bone nut and saddle, all solid wood back, top, and sides. They've got a Fishman Sonotone pickup system and a aged gloss finish or vintage gloss finish. Similar like what a Jared Nichols electric is, kind of our version of a VOS, just lightly aged, but looks really awesome. And here we've got our round shoulder Dread, which is our historic Texan. We're bringing that back. And this Texan right here comes in two different flavors. We've got here the faded cherry. You can kind of see that Fishman Sonotone system in there, the embossed E and the pickguard. right? All solid wood, mahogany back and sides, spruce top, vintage style tuning keys, classic Epiphone headstock and logo. All right, I kind of call that inlay the marshmallow there on top. Okay. Some people call it a tater tot or a football. You know, we call it whatever. Gotcha. It's just fun.
Gotcha.
Then we also have here the natural aged gloss as well. And then here we're bringing back something that I'm super excited about. This right here is the Masterbuilt Frontier. You'll notice that we have the historic blue sound hole label, an engraved nice pick guard here. You can feel the engraving. You got the classic Frontier inlay with a tater tot on the headstock, vintage tuning keys. And these tuning keys will also be kind of like those clear, lighter tuning keys that you saw with the electric guitars. Maple back and sides on this. Right? Excellent guitar. Nice and bright.
Yes.
You know, the thing about the Texan, you know, a lot of people say, let's get back to the Texan, is that they think it's a clone of a J45. It actually has advanced bracing and a 25.5-inch scale, so it's a little snappier.
Gotcha.
Right? And then last but not least, this represented the highest end acoustic guitar Gibson built in the factory, even over Gibson, which was the Excellente. It was their top of the line, and we're bringing it back here with the classic engraved Excellente pickguard. This is a guitar that was synonymous with Loretta Lynn and Ernest Tubb. Ebony fretboard, mother of pearl inlay. And you see there the big mother of pearl inlay in the headstock. Epiphone and mother of pearl, gold tuning keys. Multiply neck, Ovengal back and sides, spruce top. Look at those nice tuners there. Yeah. And once again, just a really great quality instrument, you know. So,
That's
you know,
awesome.
and very accessibly priced as well. So once again, the Texan, the Frontier, the Excellente, piggybacking on Epiphone's heritage, flexing our originals, reintroducing them to a whole new generation of singer-songwriters, aspiring singer-songwriters, super accessible. And I would be remiss if I didn't bring you back to the Little Tex.
Oh.
Right, this is our new line of travel guitars. If you thought the Texan was awesome, you're gonna love the Little Tex. It's got layered back and sides, but it has a solid spruce top. It's got a little pickup, passive pickup here as well. Just a really nice travel guitar. I think everybody needs to have one, just because they're so good looking. And it sounds great too. Its little brother, the El Nino, right? It's an all satin guitar, and with no pickup, but it's just another great travel guitar. So whether you're in your dorm room, coffee shop, doing a singer-songwriting session, just put it in put it in a small case, and you're ready to head out the door. You know, and I believe these two come with a little gig bags too. At least the Little Tex does.
Yeah.
So, you know, just take a guitar and go. Campfire, singer-songwriter things, it's ready to go.
Gotcha.
So. Back here in Electric Land with our Kramer brand. Kramer, we're in stores, got a new website just like Epiphone, just launched the week of NAMM, so enjoy the new site, it looks great. We wanted to give you a preview of what's to come. This is going to be slated for summertime release. We've got a Snake Sabo Beretta, loosely based on Sabo's guitar and his Kramer that he built, you know, with parts back in the day when he was playing with Skid Row. He still tours with Skid Row. And we wanted to get this nice Dennis Klein graphic of the snake, replicated from his original artwork. And we've got here our brand new 70s tribute humbucker.
That's an awesome.
Yep, absolutely awesome. And we also added a D-tuner on there as well.
Cool.
So very cool guitar for the man,
Absolutely.
Mr. Sabo. What we're also doing is putting out a brand new Vanguard. This is Charlie Parra. He's been known to play his Night V. And what we wanted to do to celebrate that is bring this new one to life. You know, Charlie's a big Flying V guy, and he insisted on having that extra cutaway here, which we love. So in his brand new Vanguard, we put the cutaway on there, have a metal pick guard, his EMG set, metallic red or candy red finish with his owl inlay, Graph Tech nut, maple neck, 3-piece maple neck, and we also added a scarf here, once again, just to make sure that you can get access without having a whole chunky, you know, block. Then,
Very cool.
speaking of elegant, we have here from LA Guns, Mr. Tracy Guns. This is his Gunstar, based on a Voyager. It is one of the first Kramer set neck guitars, right? With a excellent, like a fast axis heel joint that we built into this guitar. Amazing. Graphite black in the background with his ghost flames. Very elegant for a more civilized
awesome.
age, right? And he insisted on having the pointy headstock based on the SM1, Tracy Guns logo, maple fretboard, FRT 1000, coil split as well. So nice belly carve. I love the Voyager. It's great. I've got a white one and the one with the lightning bolt. And I think I'm gonna have to get Tracy's guitar too. I think I'm gonna have to get all these because I'm such a big Kramer fan. Kramer experiencing the rebirth with our collections of vintage, I should say, modern and original series guitars, because we're made to rock hard. We went back to that statement. I think a lot of classic Kramer fans know where that's coming from. I wanted to make sure that everyone knew that Kramer's back and we're ready and made to rock hard. So thank you so much for joining us.
That's awesome. Again, folks, Al John gave us some great information, and I want to thank him again for the great experience that I've had here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for being here, Brian.
All right, guys. Until next time. Talk to you later.
See ya.